Putin thought democracy was weak. He saw our disagreements and debates as weakness. But what he has never understood is that the rigors of debate, that forceful civic engagement, is what makes us strong. And that democracy, at its best, will always be stronger than authoritarianism. But if we're going to be honest, and we need to be honest in this place, we haven't always been at our best these past years. Putin thought we were divided. He thought he could weaken the EU and NATO. He miscalculated.
Based on Article 195, out that it would have been more appropriate for Mr. Trudeau, Prime Minister of Canada, to address this House according to Article 144, an article which was specifically designed to debate violations of human rights, democracy and the rule of law, which is clearly the case with Mr. Trudeau. Then again, a Prime Minister who openly admires the Chinese basic dictatorship, who tramples on fundamental rights by persecuting and criminalizing his own citizens as terrorists just because they dared to stand up to his perverted concept of democracy, should not be allowed to speak in this House at all. Mr. Trudeau, you are a disgrace for any democracy. Please spare us your presence. Thank you.
President, honourable members, we keep discussing here our European democratic values that underpin all of our actions. I worked in Syria and Pakistan for many years as a diplomat and therefore value democracy very highly. Now, the invitation to Canadian PM Justin Trudeau is an invitation to someone who's been trampling on democratic rights, who's been cracking down on people who protested against disproportionate corona measures, peoples who were supporting a non-sanctioned movement coming under criticism. So clearly the values of democracy are being despised by this individual. Let us not give someone like this any speaking time in this House of Democracy.
Dear colleagues, dear citizens, Prime Minister Trudeau, freedom, the right of choice, the right to freedom, the right to work. For many of us, these are basic, fundamental human rights that millions of people across Europe and across the world have given their lives in order to defend our rights and the rights of our children, rights that we have fought for centuries. Many of us, including me, myself personally, are ready and willing to risk our own freedom and to lay down our own lives. Unfortunately, today among us, there are also those who want to trample those basic rights. Canada, once a symbol of the modern world, is under your quasi-liberal leadership, and over the past few months it has become a symbol of violating basic human rights and civic freedoms. We have witnessed women being trampled by horses, single parents being their bank accounts are being blocked so that they cannot pay for their children's schools, they cannot pay for medicine, they cannot pay their electricity bills, their water bills, they cannot pay the debts they have, their mortgages. For you, maybe these are liberal methods, but for many citizens across the world, this is a dictatorship of the worst kind. Be assured that the citizens of the world, when united, can stop any regime that wants to abolish the freedom of citizens, whether by bombs or by harmful medicine. Thank you.
That closes the debate. Thank you, dear colleagues. Thank you once again, Prime Minister, for being with us. We look forward to having you here quite soon again. Thank you. This debate is closed. We move to the next item.